this early today. Why not? Let's throw out there. It's not like I'm doing anything else anyway. Christus? Started off already. 40 months is actually gross.
40 months of membership. P1 needed today, and that's the end of it. No excuses.
No excuses, none at all. Come on, like, I'm good at making excuses. That's like my thing. That's what I do. You had a shiver under your balls this morning, and it told you I was going to go 1-1 today. I think that should probably be getting checked out by a medical professional. But I'll take it. I'll take it. You know, that's all the support I need. I appreciate your balls for looking out for me, Riley. Thank you very much. Yeah, hello everybody. Happy Friday again. This is actually this is our last race for 2 weeks. We've got a 2-week break, haven't we? Since we follow the, well, we're a little bit behind the real life schedule, but well, a week behind, but you know, our 2 weeks will be after their 2 weeks. So we'll see how that goes. I need to actually play the game. When did I last play? Played 2 days ago. It's not too bad. Not too shabby at all. Honestly, I just want to kind of keep on rolling with just podiums. I think it would be very greedy just to want to win constantly. But if I can keep finding myself on the podium, that'll be good. Washougal's a weird track because it's a track that I haven't particularly liked loads over the years, but I have had good results there. I mean, the one that I always mention over and over and over again to stroke my ego was in the 2024 title that I won. I won Moto 1 on the 252 stroke at Washougal. Not doing any of that fancy stuff today, like I am still tryharding, we're still riding the 450. But yeah, it's a weird one. It's weird to have a track that you're not like particularly into, but you seem to get good results on. We'll ride last year's one until the new one comes out to get a little bit of practice in. Let's just take the road off, why not? And we go. Hello, Tom. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your first time. Enrique, if you're the same Enrique that was running hot laps on Millville, I made it 1 second into your TikTok, and then I had to close it because you cheated off the start.
I hate this track.
Tut. Disgusting behaviour.
Smiley face
Holy
emoji.
fuck. Thank you so much, Stephen. You know, I enjoy this track as well. W's in chat for Stephen, by the way. Give him some spam because I feel like my thank yous are never enough. We need community love for him. What an absolute machine he is. Appreciate you so much. I run out of ways of saying thank you eventually. Yeah, you're not an enjoyer of this track either. That's fair. I think even from like a spectating perspective, when the fast boys in real life are doing this, it's one of the tracks I'm not like the most interested in watching. But then that being said, I feel like Washougal, the real life last week was actually an interesting watch. It wasn't too bad. No, the Fantic is actually a really decent bike, Tom. And if you want the insider information, in a straight line, the Fantic is the fastest 450. Second behind the Beta, but the Beta's banned from competitions. So yeah, the Fantic's the fastest in the straight line. The only issue I ever found with the Fantic was when the track gets really eroded, the front end can be a bit twitchy in the ruts, like it's easy to tuck. Outside of that, it's really solid. It's not a bad bike whatsoever. Triumph hooked as well. I like the Triumph handles the rough stuff really well. I just find it's a tiny bit on the slow side for me. Only a little bit low. Flop it on the table. You're not Mr. Cheeseburger. You're not allowed to say that. That's Cheeseburger's whole thing. Like whip it out and flop it on the table. Is this track like incredibly flat? I feel that's a bit of a common theme for the 2025 tracks whenever I go back and play them now, is they're pretty smooth. There's nothing too crazy about them. Oh, we'll see how today goes though. We'll see how it goes. I mean, make the most of it while you can. I'm in a very good mood right now, just in terms of like mental clarity and just feeling good about myself. So I can't wait for MX Bikes to take that away from me. Probably as soon as I can't run a qualifying lap that I think is any good. I spent multiple hours today just doing so much research and writing out like a full nutrition plan for this 50k of like when to fuel, like every 30 minutes, what to intake, total amount of like sodium per hour, total amount of carbs per hour, getting the right electrolytes versus water balance going on. It's pretty in-depth stuff, but I'm happy what I've come out with. Because I've done a 10k trail run yesterday, and actually felt relatively good at the end of it. Like, didn't feel terrible whatsoever. It was like 200 and something meters of elevation in that 10k, so it's fairly hilly what I did. I mean, it took me an hour and 36 minutes, which might sound slow to like the road runners, but it is trail stuff. It's all kinds of like rocky terrain and hills you're going up and down. Felt good. Felt very, very good. One thing that I'm going to try and do tomorrow, which I'm a little bit unsure of, because whilst I felt good at the end of that 10k, like today, like my calves are like a little bit sore, for example. But again, I've been trying to take electrolytes in, so I'm not like cramping or anything like that, eating the right amount, getting some carbs in me. But what I want to try and do tomorrow is a 21k, aka half marathon. The reason I want to try, even though it might be too soon for a longer run again, is because tomorrow my mum is also doing a half marathon, but she's doing it for charity. So that's her equivalent of what I'm doing in October. She's walking it with one of her friends. So I'm gonna try and do that, and then I'll take a screenshot of the result and just send it to her and be like, hey, I did one as well. So should be interesting stuff. I'm hoping to do it within like 3.5 hours. Should be somewhat reasonable, nothing too crazy. My whole technique at the moment is just jog on the flats and the downhills, and then kind of like fast walk / hike the uphills, and it seems to work pretty good. Although I did have to... Oh, invisible collisions there. I did have to buy like some more gels and electrolyte tablets and stuff today. But because I've got just under... Actually, no, I think today marks exactly 10 weeks like out. But because I've got to use this stuff on the training runs as well, I had to get, like, obviously X amount of it. It came to like £130, which is actually disgusting. Because I'm quite I think like I sweat more than the average person, so I lose a lot of salt when I'm running. So I have to get like a special higher sodium level drink compared to just a normal electrolyte tablet that you drop in one. So instead of like the 500 per X amount, like 500 per 500 milliliters, it's like something crazy like 1,000. Just to replenish the electrolytes and sweat them going to be dripping out quicker. Stand or sit more in the corners. My general rule of thumb is to sit on flat corners, so on tracks like Forest, and then pretty much stand everywhere else. Everywhere else. The layout of Washougal is pretty exactly the same, pretty much, isn't it? As this year's that I'm playing right now. I imagine the ruts and the bumps will be different since Brad kind of remakes stuff, but it shouldn't be too much different than this. I can't remember how last year's race went for me. Or if I even did it last year. For some reason I've got a feeling that it's one that I missed, because I just have no memory of it whatsoever. Well, no, I think I did do it, because I remember that those frames come back to me. Remember those bales there on the right-hand side through that section? Because people were like tagging their bars on it and crashing, and there was a raging in aerial about it. We'll see. We'll see how today goes. I did it on a Suzuki. Why on earth did I do that? I bet that thing was well slow up the hills. We got about 6.5 minutes until track comes out. Get the fingers warm, hopefully. Washougal's not a good track for you either, Big Worm. At least we can all kind of suffer together. Yeah, I've left everything's untouched from... Where did we play? What was our last round? Track looks... this is last year's track. It is very easy. Hopefully this year's track will be a bit more difficult. Was it Millville last week? I think it was Millville. But I've not changed anything from Millville. So like all of my turn-in settings, all exactly the same suspension. Everything's identical to what it was. So if I rode well at Millville, I should hopefully be able to ride well at Washougal today. Hello, Rodek. Rodek, was it you that said you was doing fitness-related stuff for a good cause? in my DMs. So yeah, I ran a 10k yesterday, and I'm looking to do 21k, aka a half marathon tomorrow. Just to see if I can, really. But I don't know if anybody is similar. Some people will find this like, yeah, that I agree, and some people will find it like hella cringe. But one thing that kind of motivates me a lot is like other people shouting at me. In terms of like self-motivation, it's usually, or self-discipline, I'm usually quite low on that. So if I've got somebody else telling me what to do and shouting at me, it helps a lot. So I've got literally about 8 hours worth of like Goggins, Eric Thomas. There was another, his name's Ethan something. He's a runner, like all this kind of like motivational, you know, speech spiel. And I was listening to that on my 10k, and it just helped me stay so locked in the entire time. Like, it was so helpful. It was so good. It's kind of it just makes you look at things in a different way, really. You won't drink these beers. Hey, I'm not making you do a 10k. It's fine. Moso, are you trolling me? Because my clock says there's still 3 minutes left to go. Surely that's not right. Surely you wouldn't do me dirty, knowing that I trusted you the last 2 weeks. Let me have a look. Downloads. Let me see if I should trust him. WinRAR. Boso, MX Bikes. Mods, tracks. 26MX. Drag. Drop. Paste. What? Why does that work? Is it out, or is that... Excuse me? On my MXB shop, it says it's not out for another 3 minutes, so is this the usual shit now? Because somebody came in my stream last week and said that they was able to get the password early. Is there just some non-do-gooders lurking around now? That is very suspicious, because the password is not released yet, but that password just worked. So I guess we're cheating today. We're playing the track 3 minutes early. That's more concerning from the perspective of surely people can figure out the password the second it goes up on the store. And it goes up multiple hours before the password releases, so there could be people sitting grinding this all day long. Yeah, look. Okay. We fall further from the integrity of racing every single week on this game, it seems. Just MX Bikes things, eh? I'm not loading up Discord to see like what drama's going in an aerial, because again, same as the last couple of weeks. If I that looks not right. Oh, it is right. Oh, it's because I downloaded the low quality version. I was like, that doesn't look like Washougal in the background. Yeah, I downloaded low quality. Do good at Landrake on Monday. Yes, I went first and then second for second overall, annoyingly. I feel like any time you get second in the second moto, you will lose to Cam, because for some reason Cam just always gets the second moto win. Alright, let's copy all that over. So there you go, gamers, we're cheating today. We've got the track. Yeah, we're playing it 2 minutes early compared to everybody else. A little bit suspicious as to how that password has even come out and released, but you know, it is what it is. Real life videos? No, I haven't even been putting my helmet cam on the last probably like 5 times that I've ridden. Bear in mind, I don't ride very much anyway, but when I do, because pretty much all the time I ride is racing now, not so much practicing. I've not got like that racer itch in me. I just like riding my bike, so it's not like I'm actually doing anything impressive. Like I may as well be doing an enduro, the speed that I'm riding. So to me, I almost just feel like it's more embarrassing to see me just rocking around the track in like 25th out of 40 than if I was actually being somewhat confident. 2 wins instead of 1 today. Who knows? Who the hell knows? I feel like it's a roll of the dice these days, unfortunately. It really just does depend on how those starts go. I need a head start. You damn right I do. Damn right I do. Doesn't seem like disgustingly rough so far. That seemed quite mellow. Oh. 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 I'd run out of fingers and toes if I could tell you the amount of times I've done that on that exact corner over the years. I think it's where you kind of like, you turn in and just as you kind of step down, the rear wheel breaks traction. Just MX bike swings. Oh yeah. Big quad guy. We've got quad. I'm very scared to think we might get some over-jump legs off through them whoops this year. Just going to channel my inner jet and just jump everything. Oh! Never mind. On the Pretender, but that's not very nice. You mean man. I really like my Varg. Just makes riding fun for me. I had to... But actually, I mean, funny enough, the last time I rode... Was it the last time I rode? No, the second to last time I rode. So the last time I rode was at Hawkston. The time before that I rode, I had to borrow one of BP's Triumph 450s. And it's like, by all means, absolutely solid bike, but my god, the stock is just so much easier in every way. Plus, I'm quite a small man for a 450. I don't have the 450 build. That section there is not right at all, is it? At least from the footage that I saw, it looked like the rollers after this left-hander are a lot more built up. Like, these are quite mellow. Like, these, I feel like these were deeper, because then you could jump from here up and over this. Interesting. Nice to know that inside's there is a viable option. I don't think it's going to be the quickest, because you've got to brake quite a lot and hug the inside. Hello, Fuzzy. Low quality looks depressing. Yeah, it's more so just for the FPS, and it is easier. No, you can see the ruts a little bit easier than you can on the higher quality. Controller overlay, yes, sorry, thank you for reminding me. Where is it? There you go. We good? Percentage I use for counter leaning? I couldn't tell you. It's not something that I actively think about, my thumbs just kind of do it. I mean, you're welcome to watch the controller overlay and kind of have a look. I'd say probably less than you would imagine. I just know that if you're counter leaning too hard and you get into the rut, the bike wants to stand itself upright. I think there's a low side on that far left again. You can ride the wall of that to low side of that as well. Yeah, the counter lean's not really something I think about, to be honest with you. It just kind of happens. I need to check up more on that left. See, all these 2 minutes of extra time make all the difference today. I wonder if skimming them is quicker than jumping. I think jumping in originally would be quicker because you get the quad in. But how I skimmed that then felt really nice. I'm just not sure how repeatable it is because they're quite steep. Oh, hard to rail that where he's put the rough in there. Don't mind it at all. Is Varg fixed? Actually, yeah, BP messaged me the other day saying that the Varg should be good to go now. Or it's almost good to go, so it should be good to go by the time I ride again next, which is weekend after this one. It's going to cost me 300 Great British pounds, unfortunately. I'd be curious to know, actually, if I can finally fit into some of my FXR gear again. Now that I've lost a good amount of weight over the last couple of weeks. I mean, my weigh-in date is tomorrow. But based on last week's weigh-in, compared to how I feel, you know, you just like feel lighter to how I feel today. Probably lost probably about a stone, which is like 14 pounds, which I'm not sure what that is in kg, since I had food poisoning. If anyone remembers when I had food poisoning, about a month ago, maybe 5 weeks ago. Hello, Nizzy. Not getting a very good drive out of the sand so far today. Yes, that left side is so much lower. But yeah, any time I've been going riding the last couple of months, I've been having to wear A-star gear. So I've got one, I call it like my fat boy gear, because it's like a 36-inch waist. And all of my FXR gears, the like 3 or so that I've got, are all 34s. And they're just kind of bursting at the seams, so I was just hoping that I could fit into them. Here, do. Hello, Mosek.
Levi Kitchen is the boy.
You think so? Because I don't know how I feel about Levi. He's been given so many opportunities in this championship, and he's doing his very best to not win it. Bro just needs to get out of the gate. And then he wouldn't have to do these like comeback rides all the time. There's a few nice techie parts of this where you can jump your way around. And one thing I wanted to see from the preview lap. Or maybe, as soon as I saw Brad hit that corner in the preview, I was like, oh, he might be able to square that off and be able to step on top of the table. You itching to get back in the gym? See, I feel sad at the moment, because anytime I go to the gym and I'm just there on the treadmill, the treadmill has got like a wall of mirrors right in front of it, so I can see in the mirrors over to the section of dumbbells, and it's just like, I just want to be over there instead. And all the skill points are going into running for this event, and then after that I'll be able to do some functional stuff. We'll try far outside down here. Not terrible, we just gotta be careful you don't lean over too far going into it. Oh, stay up. Have I gone inside in that split section every lap? I like that we're getting acceleration bumps coming out of the corners here as well. Yeah, I don't like how every year that jump has a really low side to it. It kind of like, oh, it alternates every year for some reason, like it changes. Kind of forces you to one way or the other. Oh. That's a big bump. I'm gonna be Div 1 soon. Did I say get to Div 1 or did I say win Div 1? That's two different things. I'm gonna need you to live stream your game so I can see the proof. How long we got? Oh my god, we've still got 22 minutes until qualifying starts. I want to see what different lines I can find here. It'd be nice if that outside had one... Well, if you go outside that roller, if you could hold the corner a little bit tighter. What I'm confused about is how that's not giving me an overjump legs off. I know I'm landing like really front wheel higher, but it's silly how far it's going. See if there's any scumbag ways up the hill. And there's usually a slightly lower side. Oh my goodness. Gotta be so careful that you don't tag the handlebars on that inside bank in there. What are the chances that you can send that tabletop and land on the inside roller? Right, if I got a good drive out of here, hit the Deegan line and rode off the far left-hand side of the track. Okay. That might be outside of my skill set. Which, if that's the case, means everybody in NA later is going to be doing it, so good luck to you NA qualifiers. Oh, back end step there, I'm not going to get the distance for it. You ought to get a very specific step down off that little drop off. I can keep stepping out to the right. You do then have the issue of trying to stop for the corner. Nah, that's enough of that. I'll leave that to the really fast boys. Oh, holy front end tug. So you spend too long messing around and then you can't do it normally. The inside does feel very strong. Back up on that. I don't know if I agree with saying tracks plural on that splash, because I feel like they've all been pretty rough so far this year. This one is the least rough, but then I also think that the real Washougal was probably the least rough that all the tracks been this year as well. Might as well go put a Supercross suspension on. If there's not that many bumps and we've got a whoop section before the finish. Oh yeah, we got Lommel this weekend, haven't we, for GPs? That'll be a fun one to watch. It's a shame that Lucas is injured. It would have been nice to see him and Hurlins maybe going at it. Can we get away with just flat landing this? Yes. Ideally, I want to be able to sit inside one of them ruts there, rather than have to go all the way to the outside. Uh-oh. You can't jump all the way down the hill from the roller. That was quite a nice right into there. I was worried that you might slam into the berm too hard, but that was actually okay. Not the biggest fan of that outside though. Also wondering, is it worth going around that single? Because my back end stepped out on it a few times, which gave me a really bad drive up the hill. People aren't going to like it, but you could probably make an insane block pass by going around the outside there and then slamming on the brakes into the left part of it. Oh. I think you're probably just better off jumping. Jumping would be more consistent, so they're really steep to try and get on top of. Slamming somebody taking the outside. Can you jump and downside one of them inside rollers? There's no barrier, so you might be able to. Right. I need to use the little streamer's room. Give me 2 minutes. Oh, right. No idea why that one came onto me so fast, because I've been eating pretty damn clean for like a month now. Here we go again. I have to jump slightly further to the right there. Don't know why I've gone in this route for this. When I meant slightly further to the left. It's an option. It's probably better than having to check up completely for the table. Backflip. Double backflip. Nope. Huh. I'll be surprised if Ferez doesn't win that championship. I'll try a bunch of different ruts out, see what the options are. That's good. I'm a fan of that. I have no idea what bottom qualifying will be. I haven't checked my lap times once yet. I've been on the track for 23 minutes. Been on the track for 23 minutes. I've not run a lap or looked at lap times. To be fair, it's quite a negative question in general. So you're kind of looking at what do you think the bare minimum you should be able to do is, whereas your mentality into it should be, how fast can I go? Like, just run the absolute best lap time possible you can think of. And then whatever the qualifying time ends up being, you've either beaten it or not. Gotta flip it. I think it'd be difficult to really flow around this track for a while at least. Maybe when I've got the race flow in me, it'll be alright. I'm struggling a little bit at the moment, just going from one rut to another. Doesn't help, I'm still learning at the same time. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know if I should stay away from that outside or not. It's pretty consistently choppy the whole way around. Take the Deegan line. Shit. I tried intentionally to wash the front end out and it didn't. God dang it. Yeah, a couple of bumps here and there that just... Hang on a second. I might have found another big cock line. Hold your horses. Let's get over here. Right. If I get that angle right, you can take off of the raised bit on the left side of the track. I reckon you might be able to step down the entire hill. I'm very curious to see. Well, I'm actually gonna be able to watch an A tonight. Well, depends if I stick to my plan. I'm planning on like fully getting into the ultramarathon mindset and waking up disgustingly early on each Saturday. I'm gonna wake up about 5:30 tomorrow, just so I can get some food in me, and then probably go and start my run at 7:30. I think that's the start time for my actual one. So I just want to get my body used to actually doing stuff at that time of day. Because usually I'm still in bed snoozing away until like 10 AM. So no watching NA for me tonight. it's the shadows in that corner that make it really difficult for me to hit that inside and work out exactly where I need to go. Ah, it's just unemployed life though, Toby, that's why. So, like, for me it's disgusting. What do we reckon? Do we reckon skimming through them is quicker than jumping? I mean, you could probably jump and then start skimming if it goes a little bit wrong. Yeah, the qualifying always goes up 10 minutes before the time it actually starts. There's no need to be in there straight away. So you've got 5 minutes before that starts. But very odd low spot on the far left of that. You don't get much lift from there, but if you cut down a little bit more, you get loads of lift. One thing that was nice, so the 10k run that I did yesterday, obviously it's during the week, so everyone's at work. But I think I started at about 10:30 AM, and then I finished, it took me like an hour and 36 minutes, so whatever time that is. But it was 10 kilometers, so in that whole an hour and a half, I saw 4 people. Oh my god, it's great. I wish we could have another pandemic, so there would just be nobody anywhere again. I love the silence. It's so good. Alright, let me join this qualifying server then. I haven't looked at my lap times yet, I've got no idea. Usually in group 3. Not today. I'm trying to think if I signed up. Hoping I did. Try 2, and then we'll try 4. Oh no, yeah, we're good. We're in 2. No 2-stroke this year, but not for the thing is so in 2024 when I rode the 2-stroke, they were actually like still somewhat decent. Mostly because of the grip of the bikes back then. No, you could carry a lot of that momentum. But with the 2-strokes now, you are at a big disadvantage. Right, so if we can try and repeat last week, I'm pretty sure... I mean, even Landrake as well. I've been qualifying, like, even outside the top 10 sometimes, and then still getting really good race results. Oh, it's so doable. Ah! I hate that that's doable. Hopefully not a race line. Hopefully just a qualifying line. How far can you send it down here before you get... Oh, it's the legs off. Oh, yeah. Thought so. My favourite song? I mean, it changes all the time, to be fair. I'm one of them people that have a song I really enjoy and then play it way too much to the point of not liking it anymore. So it's probably changed quite a lot over the years. What do I like? Like Hell Song by Earthboy. And I also like The King is Dead by The Herd. Also, I've been listening to a lot of Johnny Cash recently for some reason. I don't know why, I've just been enjoying him. But then I have also been listening to My Way by Frank Sinatra a good bit, but that's more for sentimental reasons, because that was the song that was played at my nan's funeral. So I put that on a little bit while I'm running as well, just to remind myself to lock in. Because I ain't running for me. I'm running for her. Like British rap? No, not at all. not at all. I have just listed 2 Americans and 2 Australians in the songs. There is no British rap anywhere. In like the Bells and the Chicane had collisions. I'm pretty sure they did. If they don't, there's no point trying to cut across anyway, because they'll penalise you for it. I hope. If I just keep it 4th gear the whole hill. I don't know, it feels like it bogs a bit. I'm caught between 3rd and 4th up there. Not sure what I want. What I really, really want. I couldn't tell you a single Avenged Sevenfold song. Well, I mean, I couldn't tell you the name of it, but didn't Avenged Sevenfold do one of the Easter egg songs in one of the Call of Duty Zombies maps? And I don't think there's many Call of Duty Zombies map songs that I don't like. Oh, way too fast. A little comparison there between me and J7 on fast lines. I imagine he's going to go inside, so I'll try outside. Looks like he messed the inside up a little bit. Then I messed up the entrance to the outside. Oh, the outside just completely disappears on you there. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I said before we even started playing that I always have mixed feelings about Washougal. I do not feel comfy on it right now. We'll see if not blinking for 30 minutes locked in Lins happens for the actual races, but I don't expect much out of qualifying. He's made some of these insides so hard to get to. Oh, always frustrating when the back end doesn't make it in the rut, and the front wheel does. No, can't see my suspension settings, unfortunately. They are not mine to share. They were given to me by Big Daddy Rax. So if Rax comes in and says, yeah, why not, then yes, but until then, can't be giving out other people's stuff for free. Rax is your son, he said it's fun. Okay. Oh, well, actually, whilst we'll get a negative thing out of the way. My god, is it frustrating qualifying on Washougal because of how far you've got to come from the pits to go to the finish line. Really bad. Actually, it's Rax and Washed updated, not Wash Rax. Get it right. Oh no, hang on. Are we going to have people? Let me just do a little test. Fuck. Yeah, there's usually a bit of a scumbaggy way of starting hot laps on this track over the years. Looks like you can go from off the track again. Alright, it's not that deep. Whoa! Guess I'm going to go around the outside. Yeah, it's so easy for your back end to step up and over that. It's because the braking bumps just keep it skipping the entire way. See a world where that's very, very, very outside dominant. Gonna get legs off it. Oh no, landed inside the braking bump perfectly. We'll take it. Couple of big braking bumps on the landing there. Oh, shit. Oh! Gonna have to check up on that and drop off more. Oh, turning on braking bumps, not the wisest decision. Yeah, that's not what you're going to do on a fast lap, is it? That didn't count. Fuck! Ah! I mean, I was floating with the edges of the track quite a lot. I just wonder what bit it was. Because that step down the hill does feel naughty. And it's within track limits, like it's within the markers. There would have been a nice banker to get us going. Might be able to downside that little bump on the right there. Oh my god, my back end wasn't on the ground at all. We'll reset. No idea what a good time is. And get our way over to the finish again. Well, that's not how you meant to jump around the corner. Oh my goodness. Might be able to scumbag it around there as well. What sneaky bits of this track. Damn, that inside's strong. Yeah, if I keep fourth gear over them bumps, suspension tracks a lot better. Keep wheeling out of that corner. Shit. Think you're going to win a moto by the end of motocross? I want to say no, but anything can happen. His issue is he needs both of the brothers to mess it up at the same time. Probably more than once in the same race. I mean, Jet put belt to arse on him in like 3 different occasions in that second moto at Washougal. And Washougal's meant to be one of Deegan's best tracks, so I've really got no idea. I kind of feel bad for him, because if them brothers didn't exist, he'd probably be spanking the rest of the competition. But it's like, there's such a big gap from them 3 to the rest. It's like, he'll have these amazing comeback rides from dead last to 4th, but it's like, the brothers are just gone by the time you get back up to a decent position. Why am I in 2nd? I thought I downshifted to 3rd, not 2nd. But no, my gut instinct would be not this year. Yeah, didn't think I'd be able to stop in time for that. Jumping over track markers on the downhill. There's a very high chance I might be. I'll do a lap without doing it, just to make sure I get one locked in. Don't want to be getting to the last 5 minutes or so of qualifying and not having a lap time on the board. Because, like, thankfully, speed-wise, I can just ride around the track, put a lap in that will get me inside the top 35 without having to worry. Oh. I don't know why I'm sitting down there. Every time I do, it looks like my handlebars twitch. I need to stay up on the pegs. Oh. Not getting my angles right in a lot of these corners. That one didn't count either. Where are we going wrong, gamers? I'm trying to be extra vigilant this lap about not going anywhere near the markers. Uh-oh. Okay, guess going outside. Oh my god. I'm just gonna carry the lap on. Nah, that's not a thing, Michael, unfortunately. As long as you actually just hit the finish line, doesn't matter what you do before it. I just want to carry on to see if this lap time actually counts. Didn't count. I don't know why I was in first gear going into that corner. Tell me what I did wrong on that lap. Restart game? I've never heard of restarting the game being a thing. No, I started that lap from on the track. Corner before big step down. I didn't go, I was nowhere near off the track there though. I'm just going to ride around the track and go in the middle of the track everywhere. It's going to be slow as fuck, but at least we'll be able to see if the lap time counts. Means I can't go in towards this inside right here. Can't take this inside right here. Oh, nice. Not going near any of that. Okay, that was close to the edge, but I think we can all agree I was not off the track. The max HUD won't tell you where it was anyway. The max out timer will show the first and second sector as counting, and then when you cross the line, the third sector won't show a time. But it doesn't tell you where it wouldn't count from. Oh, it's on the track. Alright, this is like as middle of the track as can possibly be. So if this don't count, yeah, I'm gonna close and reopen the game. Doesn't really give you much time to set a lap time though, if a lap will even count. Oh my god, we got a lap. It's only 7 seconds off the top. So that will not be top 35. Could be the outside and the split not counting. Yeah, I think I have gone outside and the split every time, haven't I? Has anybody in Aerial Discord seen anybody else writing the same thing? Because right now I don't know where it is, so I can't go and set a normal lap because it could be anywhere. And I'm in 15th right now and in this session. Inside single before the big triple, 4 corners after the finish. I think I've gone outside in that corner low on a lap and it still hasn't counted. I fucking hate that double this year. Other years it was so clean. Everything's outside after the triple. Again, it's all well within timing gates. I mean, the track creator himself just said that they all look fine. Other than that, right inside before the big triple. So I'm going to try and do a lap with all the normal lines. If I just go around the outside there and see what happens. So Brad's saying it could be this corner. But yeah, I'm not qualifying so far if I don't get a slightly better time than what I've got. But that's all within track limits. I've not gone outside any markers there. That's within track limits. I'm going to stay away from this tight inside as well, because I was doing that every lap. So I feel like my head gets very, very... I think my head might actually be over the white markers when I'm on that inside of that corner. That's all within limits. That's within limits. That's within limits. That's all good. I'm down here a bit hot though, holy. That's all within limits. I'm going to try this outside in the split. All fine. All fine. I'm going to jump more in the middle of this. Stay away from the markers over there. That's all within limits as well. Let's see if this one counts. Didn't count. So, what are we doing wrong here for that lap time not to count? Where do I go? Because I've got 9 minutes to try and get a lap time that fucking counts, and I'm not qualifying right now because of it. Try same lap on the inside of the split, okay. Me and Brad both simultaneously wiping our eyebrows right now. Uh-oh. Oh, I just need to pray that this one still works. Back end's dancing on some of these acceleration bumps though. Oh. Frames have gone to shit. Nice. They're back again. Damn, they really don't want me gaming today, do they? Holy. Oh. Oh. God. I don't even know if this lap would be quicker, so I'm going to have to go back to the pits to see if it's going to count. It's been awful. Didn't count. So, you ain't going to have a stream today, gamers, because my laps aren't counting. Yeah, didn't count again. Don't know what to tell you. I haven't got enough time to do back-to-back laps now. But the lap time that did count, it wasn't back-to-back laps either. And I did do back-to-back laps earlier, and they also didn't count. This will be a hell of a way to lose third place in the championship as well. I'm trying to stay so far away from some of these markers, man. that counted. Maybe... yeah, the outside after the triple, like someone said, it's the only thing I can think of. So I'm 9th in this session. I'll be surprised if my lap time actually gets me in the top 35. Fuck's sake. The thing is, that's wasted so much time that even if that one line is what's caused it, I've got no time now to actually run a good lap. But then I don't see how it could be that line, because so many people are having laps count, and that will be the main line. Like, it's the fastest line by a mile. Which makes me think it's got to be somewhere else that I haven't thought of yet. It's just so, like, you haven't got enough time to do process of elimination on every corner that you think it could be. Oh. That one counted. Yeah, I think it's got to be. Oh, good shout. Whoever thought it was that lap time should, fingers crossed, have me in the top 35, but it's probably going to be like 20th. That's way off. Oh, it's all the way out here on the left, I think, even though it's within the track markers. Might run out of fuel. Don't know how many laps in a row I've done here, but I don't usually put much fuel in when I'm qualifying. I mean, this lap has absolutely stunk so far, and I've not got time to give it another go. Nope. If this one counts, it's definitely that one after the triple, because it's been a bit messy. Been near the edge of the track quite a few times this lap. That one counted as well. Yeah, it's that one bit. So I feel like that was a lot of trial and error there. I think it's purely this here. Okay, it's within track limits, but because I'm taking off on like this bit here, when the posts are here. I don't know if Brad can. I don't know if Brad can go and double check that, see if that is definitely the case. I should, fingers crossed, I should be inside the top 35. But yeah, that was stressful. That was way more stressful than it needed to be. The reason I'm drawn to this as well is this was the line on last year's track and it was fine. There's nobody in the server like talking about laps not counting. But if it's this, I feel like it would be for a lot of people because this is 100% main line, like the fastest line. If someone said they thought it was the outside up here, on that lap then that just counted, I was like right on the side, like here, so I was pushing limits on that one and it did count. All my other lines were the same as I was doing. So I was like going outside there. I took the outside in the... Did I take the outside in the split on that lap? Yeah, I took outside in the split. Although I went here rather than here. But it was a mistake. I meant to go here. But maybe this could be it? Not sure. This inside was fine. That worked. This was all fine. This all worked. This was fine. Inside here was okay. This was okay. Still unsure on whether to go outside or inside into these rollers. Because if you quad into the rollers, I think it's faster. If you can go quad, triple, triple, it's faster. But trying to get that quad in is quite hard because you can get too high on this and then you take off here. There's nothing to jump off of. It just kind of falls away. Whereas if you can cut down that tiny bit more and take off here, you'll get the quad. Yeah, that was one of the qualifying sessions of all time for me there. Should I just do some quick testing in testing again? You've not had an issue with it not counting. I don't know what to do then. Let's test it. We go caps lock. Time in. Right, so we've got the time in at the top of the screen. I guess we can find out. This first lap, I'm gonna take the high line on that right-hander after the triple. So I'm gonna go on the edge, like that. That is within track limits. I think we can all agree that. So just to make sure, like, I'm not pushing the limits or anything crazy there. Because maybe there is some madness in the to run 2 back-to-back laps theory. We shall see. If this lap generally just counts now, doing all the same lines that weren't counting before, my head's gone. I could have had multiple seconds faster qualifying time. I was going down here, I was taking this one, and then inside there, that's the one that I want to take in the race, if it counts. Didn't count. Didn't count at all. Right. So now I want to see the theory of doing back-to-back laps. I'm going to take exactly the same line as I did. I'm going to take that high line in the corner again. Going to go around the outside here, same as I did. We're going to go up here again, exactly the same. Feel like I hit that identical, so just as far over to the left there. But I've got people in chat telling me that they've taken that line and it's been absolutely fine. P18 in quali, yeah, that sounds about right. Gonna have some very stinky gate selections, unfortunately, but got to roll with it. We'll just say that I had a mechanical in qualifying. Oh god. Very easy for the back end to step out at the top of some of these jumps, because you go to scrub and there's a few like chattery bumps on the way up, so the back wheel pre-jumps and then steps out from underneath it. Just making sure I take every rut the same. Yeah, this could mean that jumping all the way over that step down on the right there could still work okay, if it wasn't that line that was causing cuts. Let's see if the second lap works and if it is just back-to-back laps that you have to do for some reason. Oh! Fuck. That could mess up the experiment. Let's see. Didn't count. Maybe it is then. I'm gonna need a B-clay investigation on that. That's not what that means. That doesn't mean that the first two sectors counted. In any lap that has a cut in it at any point of the race will show up like this. Like the cut could be here. That's just how it is. L21 said the gate is a little close on the outside jump with how the game calculates. So you could hit the jump the same, but if you scrub whip, it may calculate you went outside. Got a screenshot. I'm going to load up Discord, even though it might completely chalk my frames for the stream. Let me have a look. Those are very, very tight checkpoints anyway. I thought we was always extending them out past the outside of the track to enable for like crashes and stuff. Is it the... What part of the rider hits the timing gate? Is it the bike? Is it the wheels? Is it the rider's head? Is it the handlebars? Do we know what part has to hit the gate for it to calculate it at all? I'll show the screenshot. I don't think Brad will mind me showing this. Oh, actually, it won't let me because I've got streamer mode on. There we go. Right, so this is that right-hander. So I'm going around the outside here and taking off here. So I mean, my wheel's here, but yeah, maybe my handlebars could be out. I know that I'm leaning this way to scrub, but surely my back wheel wouldn't step out past this. I don't know. Mate, I don't know what to do about it, because if I'm not taking it in the race, and everybody's taking it and passing me. I don't have chat on, like in-game chat on during the race. Let me fully close that. Come on. Right, Discord, end task. Right. I've been told that the race server's up, so let me go and join that. Yeah, could it be before it, Brad? Like, am I going too far on the left of the track before? Because I'm really opening up. I'm still on the track, but see, Kellen's got the right idea. Because I guarantee it's like a second cut, whereas if I just go all the way around the table and don't leave the ground, I will gain that second back anyway. I guess I'm just going to have to try and stay away from it. I just refuse to believe that like the fast people had their lap times count, because the line that I'm doing, that line is by far so much quicker. So I think a lot more people would be having issues than what there is having issues. I don't think you actually get kicked for having like loads of cuts now, thankfully. I don't think that's a thing. No idea where it's going to put me on the start if I was 18th in qualifying. Thank you very much, Guy. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to go for another one tomorrow. The plan is to do a half marathon, which is 21k. Obviously, that's like double anything I've ever done up till this point. So there's a chance I don't go that far. We'll see. We'll see how the feet and the legs feel. Yeah. It's also, let's say it is that bit of the track that's causing the issues. It's also a risk versus reward scenario in, do you take it to pass somebody? You're still on the track. I know you're going to get a second of cuts, but you could lose more than a second of time by staying behind someone by not doing it, and maybe them messing up and taking you down with them. Yeah, that outside's much quicker. Like, it's lower. You're hitting it with more speed. You can go further forwards. I'm going to go and drop the kids off for the pool. Hopefully Ryan doesn't start on time for once. So well, I should have until that hits 50.00, but I need the toilet first, so we'll see if I'm back in time. Oh, yeah, I always get pre-race shits for some reason. It's good for clearing the system out. Just trying to get an idea from everybody else to see if they know yes or no if it is that bit. How do I shit in less than 2 minutes? Well, the shits are quite clean at the moment because of I've been eating really well for like a month and staying hydrated. And the other thing is you kind of have to rush it to be back in time for the race start. Jay Homer said I think it might be the step up by the mechanics area. What step up by the mechanics area? Sounds to me like people need to revisit their diet if they don't just slip out of them that easy. They used to be like that. When I was eating all junk food and stuff, I used to, you know, elbows on knees, head in hands every now and then. A little bit of sweat coming out, just trying to force that bad boy, but now it's like clockwork. It's great. Lovely. I've got no idea if I'm going to be like far outside or far inside gate. No clue. Only 34 gates. Hey? No, that's 40. I'm just going to try and go inside there and see where it ends up putting me. Okay, so kind of a weird start for this game at the moment, because the faster you're going, the worse the collisions are, and that's a really, really fast first turn. So it's going to be all kinds of wonky. Okay. Right. We'll see if we get any red flags again this week, but chat has been minimised. 9.5 litres of fuel. What just happened to me? Excuse me. Did I just like hard reset? Excuse me. Huh? There we go. It was like slap bang in the middle. Oh, why am I always right next to a red ping? Why has JS7 got red ping? He's from the UK. I think. It's either UK or Netherlands. I think it's Davey that's Netherlands. Okay. Oh no, he's back. He's back. Kelso's qualified. That's old Bert Holt. Bert Hold. There. 2-3 to my right. Although there's an empty gate next to him, I think. Oh, there we go. Let's see what happens. I'm guessing there was no change to the timing gates on the serve side, because them serves went up way too quick after quali. Right next to me, he's turning right. Nice. It was old Tyler J. Last week's birthday boy. Oh, Tyler kind of cut me off that start. But we move. Oh, scary how fast. Oh my god. Where are these bikes going to end up? Wrong place, wrong time again. Oh, some people baffle me on the opening laps. Nice. Would not be a Lin's moto. if he didn't go down on the opening lap. We go again. I don't really know where to... The track's quite narrow, or at least it feels narrow. I'm not sure the best place to make passes is. Oh my... I'm up, I'm alive. I'm staying away from that outside. Shit, why did my back end slide out there? Oh. Oh, what are you doing to me? Back end's all over the place. I'm scared riding around near Frank because we're not going to be anywhere near each other on our individual screens. I'm just waiting for a bad collisions. In the blue flag. It's not great. Oh, it's going to be a second of cuts. Didn't mean to do that, I just fully blew over the ruts. Missing that next inside. I have to check up on the left a little bit more than I am. Back inside the top 10 already is nice though. Need to be careful not to lose the front end. Some of these whips aren't coming back how I want them to, so I'm landing sideways. For fuck's sake, man. I just get so scared riding around Leon. I just can't trust what he's going to do. I went far inside to far outside in one corner, so how do I plan a pass around that? I'd love to know how I've got 2 seconds cuts more than Caden has. Especially since I've not gone near the dreaded line that you're not allowed to go near. Jesus Christ, just go in a fucking straight line. The wonky physics just go fucking crazy. I dread to think how many cuts I just got from that. I think it's easier to ride a real bike at low speed than it is to do it in this game. Well, I suppose I got a lot of practice. I ride a real bike at low speed every time I swing a leg over it. many cuts have I got? Like, Tyler's in front of me, he's nowhere near me on track. I mean, they've got to be coming from somewhere else. This is ridiculous. Lost 3 seconds. Hayden's there, and it says he's 6 seconds ahead of me. Hmm. I think this has been my least enjoyable one of the year so far to actually play. I kind of knew that before we even started qualifying, said that when the track first dropped. Me and Washougal never seem to go together very well in terms of like actually enjoying the track. It just feels awkward. Had that in with the old cut situation as well, and not a great respite. Yes, and JS7's got a couple as well. Because he's 9 seconds behind, but he's only just behind me. Spider's just behind me as well, but he's 1.7 seconds behind me on timing. Oh, ahead of me on timing, sorry. It's a bit of a mess. Can't seem to keep my back wheel in a rut at the moment. Not flowing around the track at all. My direction's not good. This might be a bit of a lonely second half of the race. I'm going to be riding around in 5th by myself with a big gap behind me. Oh, God. The meatballs and pasta are making a comeback. The weird thing is, on paper, going down on the first lap and finishing 5th is actually like really good. It's just been such a, I don't know, it's just a weird race. I've had races in the past, if anybody remembers like the GP of Sweden from earlier this year, where I swear I finished like 7th or 11th, something like that. But the actual race itself was really good, like battling with Jake and Davey, I think it was. But this, yeah, something about this one. Again, it might just be me and Washougal. Very odd. Whoever, when the stream first started, someone said that they had a tingling feeling in their balls earlier, that I was going to go 1-1 today. You do need to get that checked out by the doctor, because that was not the reason. You almost have to straight up cut the track to be able to get into that inside rut. If I could have hung around with Caden as well, there's like P2 potential there, just looking on the timing right now. I had my good 2 rounds back to stinky washed up old man. Big stinky. Oh, I just can't quite get the bike to go where I want it to go now, this second half of this race. It's just with the way the road's coming in on some of these bumps. Give me little kicks here and there that I'm struggling to predict. I think we've got 2 to go. I think the next lap round will be the last lap. I've got 15 seconds in front, 15 seconds behind. Very curious to know how many seconds of cuts I've got. Oh my god. Front end was very, very close to tucking there. Yeah, last lap. I think Kelso might be out of fuel. Or he just got off from a crash. I said he was in 27th. How many people have left the race? Because I've only lapped 2, maybe 3 people max. So really, I should only be lapping like 32nd right now. I've seen that NA have started doing it, so if you leave like 2 races, you get banned for like the following round. Pretty lonely here in my E5, 15 seconds up and down. The boy started falling apart at the end. He's gone from 2nd to 4th. He was 20 seconds ahead and he's only 7 seconds ahead now. Not enough time though, unfortunately, to make a position up. Unless he wants to just crash 2 more times before the finish line. There is a yellow flag. Although I've been getting a lot of yellow flags this race and there's ended up being nobody there, so I'm not sure. That's all of it. Oh no, it's just Adam. Oh my god. Oh my god. Back end's lively. Actually, I think there's this boy just here in front of me, because I've got just an absolutely disgusting amount of cuts from somewhere. It says 7.5 seconds. Oh, backflip didn't work. There you go. Bit of an underwhelming P5. Yeah, that was such a meh race. Not sure what to make of that. Let's open the chart. Reed crashed out in chat and then disconnected. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. What do we get? 5 seconds of cuts. How many different instances of cuts did I get? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Troy had 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I also had 10 seconds. I mean, it looks like there was quite a lot of cuts across the board. So I got cuts on 4 different occasions. 2 of them were on lap 1. Actually, no. When it says lap 1 here, it's the first timed lap, isn't it? Not from when the gate drops to the finish line. Because I know I died on lap 1 and went off track in the sand. What happened on actual lap 1? Can't remember. And then I can't... Was lap 3 when I got pushed off track by Neon, maybe? And then this one, I think, was when I went off the track before the triple myself. So they make sense. I'm not too unhappy with them. Braden's got a disgusting amount. Yeah, it's a very, very odd race. Off track outside in turn 1. Does that count? I suppose it would have to at some point, otherwise you could just cut from the start to the finish line, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Was I 5th? 50 seconds down is bad. And then 22, yeah, it's just in no man's land here. Aiden's not happy in chat. I got 19th. Troy's like a Washougal local, isn't he? He should be doing his best Levi Kitchen impression right now. And then we had... I'm not going to count this. I'm not going to count Theo here as finishing, because he only done 9 laps. So yeah, we had 29 people finish that. Yeah, we do. I'm noticing week by week, we have less and less EU players actually racing the EU series. 1, 2, 3, I'm guessing. 4, 5, 6, 7. Gonna say 8, but I'm not sure. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 out of 35. We got under half. Oh yeah, under half of the people racing EU are from EU. That's crazy work. No wonder the ping and collisions is all over the place. Because everybody's on, like, half of the field's on high ping compared to everybody else. It makes sense. I had 1.6 litres of fuel left, so I'm going to take out half for the next one. Ah, 1% battery left on the old phone. any drama in my chat during that race? I'm not sure what line was actually faster in the split section. Because I liked my outside-inside when I hit it right. And then I started messing up the exit quite a lot. So then I started going inside-outside. Yeah, this track's going to get very, very treacherous in this Moto 2. It's already a bit sketchy now. Which is weird, because it's not the roughest track in the world. I think it's just the fact that there's like just a lot of consistent bumps, so trying to carve your way from one side of the track to the other is really difficult to do, because at any time you're like turning across bumps on this game, the front or the back end's going to be sliding out a bunch. One guy was very mad at Neon. I get it. I understand it. Obviously he rode like a bit of a spud in front of me on that one lap, and then I caught up a second time, and the thing is, I know Neon doesn't care about the race, he's just there trying to put in the fastest lap, but a lot of the time the mistakes that he makes because of him doing that causes other people to crash, so that's when it gets annoying. Like, he's trying to send this fucking step down, like here in the middle of a race, and almost land on people's head and stuff, and it's like, it's fine, it's cool, you're having fun, but you are being a bit of a hazard to the other people actually trying to race. So I think that's why people get annoyed. This is why Cam wins. Dedication's unmatched. He's just finished a 30-minute plus 2-lap race, won it, and now he's still spinning laps here in the intermission break in between. The grind never stops. He's about that life. That's how I know that I'm too old. Like, my hands physically need the break in between motors. How long is it? Is it 10 minutes in between usually? See if I can make this 1% battery last. Yeah, thank you for riding clean, J Hammer. That was good. It was good. Yes, I think. Well, I'm still not 100% sure, but I think the cuts is going all the way around the outside in this corner here. Basically, the timing gate pretty much extends to like where my front fender is, like here. Because the game's weird and like netcode shit and it calculates, if you're going really fast here and you're like leaning over to scrub, there's a chance that it thinks you're further left than you actually are. It's in the same way that, you know how I'm getting... If you use Southwick as an example, you know I had them instances where I was just like stuck inside another rider and we couldn't do anything. That's because on my screen I'm here, and the other guy's here. On their screen, it's like this. So I'm trying to turn to get away from him, but actually we're like this, so I'm turning into him and hitting him more. But because the game's calculations and everything is just really shit now for some reason. So I think the game believes you're further outside of this berm than you actually are, like here. So it's causing you to get a second of cuts. I'm guessing it works in a similar way. If you've got a really high ping in a server, and you try pushing your bike forwards into the start gate, the game will think that for like a tenth of a second or 2/10 of a second, however much ping you've got, you don't hit the gate, you carry on going through the gate as if the gate's not there. And then the game goes, oh, hold up, he's gone past the gate when he shouldn't have, we'll give him a jump start. That's what I think is happening. How do you get the best setup? You go on TikTok, you scroll through the 20 different suspension TikToks that all say they're the best. You pick one of them and you give them your money. And hope that they actually are the best. There you go. That's it. That was Moto 1, yeah. Oh, God. I do want to start the second race now. I'm getting a little bit bored of this waiting. Leaning forward, not meta anymore. Yeah, I mean, I lean forwards a hell of a lot. I feel like I'm leaning forwards in every single corner. I mean, if the game hasn't changed, the meta can't change. But if there's no bikes or game updates, then whatever is fast is going to be fast. What I'm experimenting with a bit at the moment is on the exit of corners, trying to find the sweet spot. So I'm leaning forwards a lot in the corner, but then on the exit, I'm trying to search around for like somewhere between middle and forwards, like halfway, to get that perfect amount of like traction to the back wheel. Because if I'm still leaning all the way forwards out of that turn, the rear wheel's just spinning over all of them acceleration bumps. Whereas if my weight's back just a tiny bit, it should grip more. But you'll see what's happening to me a lot at the moment is as I'm exiting the corner, the front wheel's coming up, and that's because I'm just too far back. So I'm still trying to find that sweet spot of where to lean, basically. Yeah, I think Troy ended up 18th or 19th. This is me all the way forwards. And then all the way back like that. I'll lean back on all the straights, but I don't think I'm ever back like this in turns anymore. Oh, got minimise the chat. Right, race 2. See if we get another. I mean, with how my thumbs are performing today on this track, we'll just try and get another top 5. We'll just get the 2 races done with for today. It's not the end of the world. And points wise, in terms of like championship, still so good. Like, Troy's in 4th, I think. And Troy had an absolute stinker in that race. And 3rd in the championship's all I'm really going for. So if I can just stay there in points, we're all good. Don't see a universe where I catch Tyler or Cam. They're way too far in front. Especially since there's only... What's this, round 8? We've got 3 more rounds left after this. That scared the shit out of me. I wasn't looking at my screen properly. Bunda. Yeah, I'm seeing an influx of KTMs recently, though. Good to see. See, what Trip Bob said just there is the perfect example of why there is no such thing as a best suspension, and different things suit different people. Because Yeah, this Supercross season, and I think last Supercross season, I only used SPX suspension in Supercross, and he doesn't like it. So we're two different people, different speeds, different play styles, and it works for me and doesn't work for him. On the flip side, I don't think I've ever gelled with an SPX suspension in outdoors. I tended to use CBS quite a lot, then I didn't like CBS in indoors, and I was like, yeah, it goes back and forth. And right now, I don't even know what I'm rocking or who it's from originally, but Rax sent it to me, and it's just called Rax Washed Updated. So, hey, when you listen to people's opinions, if there is any kind of affiliate code linked to it, or there is a financial incentive to them talking well about that product, take it with a pinch of salt always. Just do your homework, try as many free suspensions from different brands as possible, and find what works for you. And then if you find one that you like a lot, and you want to invest money into that one in specific, then by all means go for it. Yeah, KTM's good in a road. But I think Cam was trying to do some soul searching at Landrake for no reason at all, because like the last 2 rounds of outdoors he hasn't like dropped a minute on the entire field like he usually does, so he thought something was wrong, so he's tried changing things. And it's like, you just need to lock in, you haven't got to change anything. Like you've won by over a minute on a Yamaha before, just ride it, and it looks like that's what he's riding. Well, there's nobody in the one gate to my right, so we'll see if we get another red flag, or if they're just in the pits. Don't see any bikes, so maybe they left. This was on the Fantic, the lone Fantic in the field. Somebody else jump-started. Will they red flag twice? They usually don't. They're going to red flag. I got a good jump. Oh, got hit up the arse again. That'll be another second. Fuck it out of the way, Deegan, you slow fuck on the inside. Troy said no, I will go 2 miles an hour and will like it. It was almost a good start. There's not much I could do. I didn't close the chat. Fuck, I can see the chat at the corner of my eye. Oh no. Yeah, I think you should red flag it again, Ryan. Go on, wave the flag. Why not? Oh my goodness. You just forget, like, these opening laps are so tricky with the different speeds of people. And I find it's mostly corner entry speed that messes me up, like I end up running into the back of somebody going into the corner. We're in big P2 though. After he gave me the cheeky little brake check in turn 1. Unintentionally, because he just wanted to get to the inside route. I've got a good couple of seconds of cuts in this opening lap, I reckon. Not really confident on where I can make a pass at the moment. That is going to be an awful drive. Yeah, kind of buffed out. Again, remember, if I have a bad race this race, because chat's open, definitely not my fault. Always because chat's open, 100%. You like that inside. Oh no, I've got Neon in front of me again. Wish me luck, gamers. Uh-oh, I'm landing that bump again. Fuck! As soon as I took off, I knew it. And the bike takes 2 working days to fucking stop bouncing. Again, at least it's on me. Can't be angry at anybody else. Brain just shut off for a second, jumped too far. Hope I don't do that same thing another time this race, because I've done it last race. Or last moto, sorry. Ah, dang it. In a really good spot there. I've got to do all the hard work trying to come through the pack on a track that I actually think is quite difficult to pass on. Okay, that's the first one that I've had so far that felt undeserved. Facing backwards. That one felt very undeserved. And getting 2 legs off from that's just so infuriating. I've lost... I mean, suppose it was literally lap 2, isn't it? I was about to say I've lost so many positions, but... makes sense. I'm trying to get to that tight inside, but I'm not angling the corner up. Yeah, the thing is, I haven't had an issue in SX whoops in the testing that I've done, but I haven't done any in eroded Supercross whoops. That's where it could bite you. But I'm sure if it's terrible, they'll probably just turn it off for Supercross. Oh, John Dowd Jr. There he is. Junkyard pup. Bark in the dirt course. Right, check up. Nice. I just feel so slow when I do check up like that. I'm just waiting for someone to jump on top of my head. You know what? I'm taking the fucking cuts. There's some of these bikes just magnetised too bit. Awful drive through the whips. Oh, come. Oh. So you can't get to that inside rock because the road's just cut across it and your front end's going to knife. It's been an interesting bunch of crashes. Oh god, the flow's all gone. Almost went straight over the bars slowly. I just can't... I can't fly around the track. And every time I crash, I seem to end up in, like, the worst way possible. I was just completely backwards that time. I don't feel like I'm trying to push too hard or anything. This isn't going to end well. Oh! I mean, it's more intense racing back here than it is chilling in fifth by myself. Position am I in? 12th. Fuck. Looks like Flowdown just done exactly what I done a lap ago. Bro. Like, had it... It faced me the right way that time, but it's in a shit spot. Who's this sketchy motherfucker? Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is a... I don't even feel like my head's gone in this one. This is just a strange one. Can't really string a lap together. Oh my god, see what... It's like the corner entry speed, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, there's just such a big difference. Oh. Okay. Somebody's absolutely sending it over my right shoulder. That's what I don't get. How's Dorian so fast in them two corners, but was so slow in the corner after the mechanics area? Me no comprendo. I'm just like a top 10 at this point. Everyone's starting to spread themselves out a bit now, so it's going to be hard to make up a bunch of time. We're only halfway through the race, so we've got lots to go. Well, it's 33 seconds up the road, so I can't see where 5th place is. I want to see if that was still doable, but if 4th place is 33 seconds ahead, that's quite a long shot. I might get lapped. I'm a minute behind the lead. And the biggest difference, if you're battling for like a podium compared to if you're battling outside the top 10, it's how aggressively people switch from one side of the track to the other. It's almost like they hook out of the corner so fast they just can't fully control where the bike's going, so they like hook from really far left to really far right or vice versa. Whereas if you're battling for like a podium, it's a little bit more like you can predict what people are going to do a little bit more. Where am I at now? Oh, I'm in 10th, apparently. Could have ran a 2-stroke again. No, I think my position would have been worse, to be honest. Because if I'm struggling on the 450, I definitely would have struggled on the 2-stroke. No, this motor is purely a skill issue. Passed me in exactly the same place again. So frustrating. Don't hit me. Oh, it did. Stay up. Oh. That's a crazy track wrenchy from JM. Oh my god. Bro just said, nah, fuck that corner. I will respect the grind to get back into the action as quick as possible. If Jet's getting penalised, like, we might need to look at the old JM track wrenchy though. He came into my chat after the race one, so he might be listening to it in the background. I don't know. That's so scary when you just hear that crash sound in a rut. Bro. Ah! It's not my day of racing today, unfortunately. When you ain't on, you ain't on. If any of you guys have quite an active imagination, my gripper's getting hella sweaty right now under the desk. Very toasty in the room. That's what some of you individuals are into. Try and close your eyes. Just go straight, please. Thank you. Appreciate the info. I got you. We're just gonna see this race through, and then early bedtime, because very, very early morning. Be locked in the morning. Gonna have some Goggins and Eric Thomas shouting in my ears for like 3.5 to 4 hours. Oh, what a time. I will die on this hill though that running outside is easier than running inside. Especially if you're doing like trail running where it's got elevation changes. It's just like switching up the cadence of your steps. So much like better than just being at a constant speed on the treadmill. Actually being able to look and take in different scenery rather than just staring at yourself in a mirror. Yeah, I forgot to turn the chat off for this mode. Maybe that's why. I don't think it has anything to do with it. Just not... Well, I mean, I suppose really since qualifying, I've not really gelled with the track at all. I've really struggled around it. But now I'm in that part of the race, you know, where, again, I'm in kind of a no man's land right now. In a pretty stinky position, so it's hard to keep yourself, like, mentally engaged in the race. Again, 4th place is only 25 seconds up. I just don't have the time in the race to be able to make up that amount of distance. Oh yeah. Sneaky little low line action. I'll go over the bars, please. Thank you. Probably quite close between like 4th and 9th, because I'm making up no... Well, it doesn't feel like I can see anybody or I'm even getting close to people. Unless I'm just losing time, and then maybe 10th is where I belong this race. And I'm not going to gain any time when stupid stuff like that keeps happening. But, huh? I just feel like I'm riding normally. I just keep falling off. I don't know if I got hit there or not, but he was so far away from me. But it felt like I got hit up by us. But he was definitely like a good 2 bike whips over to the right. This has felt like a really long race though. Would have gained a position that lap if I didn't crash twice. Looks like Pickle in front of me has also had issues. Okay, that one was on me. We've got 3 or 4 laps left to go. Probably the worst place on the track to crash, maybe other than going up Horsepower Hill. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh. If you don't laugh at it sometimes, you should probably cry. There's only so much you can do, unfortunately. If it ain't your day, it ain't your day. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it because it reads on high ping. That's the issue you got with the racing at the moment. It's like if you're anywhere near a high ping player and they get a bit sketchy, you're going to get penalised for it. There is nothing that could have been done in that situation to prevent that from my behalf. It's like I'm already taking a different line to try and get around somebody, and you get penalised for it. How's she go? Got two laps left. I don't know if it really means much at all, or if it's even going to work, but I do know that Peloso is currently working on trying to make the netcode a bit better again. Whether it's going to be successful or not, no idea. Yeah, I could have aligned the atoms just right. Could have morphed through him if I was lucky enough. So sometimes you gotta be lucky. See if we get unlucky again, eh? last lap. I actually have him on cart, so I haven't got to pass him if I don't want to. So now I'm in 2 minds. Do I push the envelope and risk getting cucked again? Or do I just sit behind? By a long way as well. Like, he's got 3 seconds of cuts. Never mind. Doesn't even matter. Oh my god. This has been one of the races of all time for me. I don't think I've had many races before where I've had so many, like, what's just happened crashes. How many points do you get for a 510? Because I'm pretty sure my Rage Quit win is more points than a 510. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything about not liking Washougal before the day's racing. Maybe there's something going on behind the scenes. The script writers have said, no, you know what, he doesn't like it here, we're going to make him do bad. The thing is, Reed's going so slow as well. I'm gaining multiple seconds a lap, but that crash has just absolutely fingered me. And that, okay. I shit you not, Piboso released an update not that long ago that was meant to fix these holes appearing in the ground. So why have they started coming back again? I was going to say Sacré Bleu, but that is definitely not Italian. That is very French. What's the Italian version? You're right, Noodle, you're right. Damn. Oh, that was one of the 2 motors of all times, gamers. That was certainly something. But definitely saved more mellow. 28 for... Oh, that's how I did... And my frames have just gone. That's you can see on the stream. That's a perfect time for my FPS to go. I've not tabbed out. I've not clicked anything. That is... The game has now just started pooing itself as I've crossed the line. Is it dead? Is it bleeding? Come on, come back to me. Come back to me. And I think we might be back again. I think we're good. Yeah, it is what it is. Not the end of the world. I mean, I'm looking over here and my frames are still awful on the stream. Oh, there we go. Now they're back. Yeah, I've got Discord closed now. Got it completely closed. Where are we at? Oh, we got a 2-week break now. That does kind of suck, actually, having a stinky one before 2 weeks off. But the 2 weeks off does give plenty of time to forget about it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, 28 points. Still better than 25 that I've got a red one. I can't, Brad. I'm in training. Thank you very much for the 10. But yeah, I'm in training. I've got... This tomorrow... 1 second. Let me get the calendar up on my other monitor. So, tomorrow it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... I have exactly 10 weeks from tomorrow to finish training for my ultra marathon. So I'm going to go and do a half marathon tomorrow. So I'm going to do 21k tomorrow and see how that goes, just to practice, you know, with the fueling. Yeah, basically, I'm alternating. So I'm going through 500 milliliters of liquid every hour. And so, how do I break it down? Actually, I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm working with. Hang on. I made a Google sheet. Bear in mind, this Google sheet is for the full 50k that I'm doing. This is for the full 50k, so this I'll have to adapt this for tomorrow. This is what I'm working with. You can even read this properly. There we go. So I'm planning on doing the full 50k in like 9 hours. And if I go, I'm just going to take some extra gels or whatever, just in case I go over that. But yeah, 50. So I'm going to wake up in the morning, have breakfast, whatever. Then 15 minutes before the race starts, have a gel and some water. 30 minutes into it, some salted pretzels, more water. An hour in, like an energy chew and some electrolyte drink. This is just to get the sodium in, mainly. Because I've got like a total amount. So I'm getting almost 6,000 milligrams of sodium over the full run, 500 grams of carbs. That could be a little bit higher. I should probably maybe get that to like 600 or so. And then 2,500 calories. So having like a Rice Krispie Squares bar and some more water, gel, electrolytes, flapjack water, chew, electrolytes, pretzel water, gel, electrolytes. Yeah, just rotating and forth between them all. So, you know, the suggestions was to have like banana and stuff like that in intervals, but there's fair enough to all of you banana enjoyers. The smell of banana and the taste of banana is, it's disgusting. So gross. Yeah, I'm rotating between gels, energy chews, flapjacks, and salted pretzels for 9 hours. It should keep me going. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, GG J Homer. That was all good. Good stuff in the end. But thank you, everyone, as always. Again, sorry there was a bit of a stinky performance today, but definitely didn't crash out anywhere near as bad as I have done in the past. So maybe the fresh airs. I know exactly that reference that you mean, sorry, but I am not monkey. I don't like the taste of banana. Monkey eat banana. Monkey never cramp. Okay. Good night, everyone. Enjoy NA.